Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019. It's Career Mode episode number 3. We are heading into Tour Colombia on this one, a 6-stage race. First stage is a sprint stage, 136 kilometers. We're going to be facing a lot of difficult competition in this one. And our team objective, a top 5 overall. But Movistar, Ineos, AG2R, all here among others. We're going to have our hands full on this one. Bonifacio is here for the sprinters. Van der Sande is here. Martinelli, and there's definitely some really good competition. We'll do what we can, though. We ride on board with the motorbike at the front of the peloton. There are 6 riders in the break. They're 40 seconds ahead. We have just under 20 kilometers to go now. And the team that I brought for this one is entirely to go for that top 5 overall. I have no sprinters here really at all. A little bit. 71 sprint, 69 acceleration. He's still here because he's punchy, as one of the breakaway riders is brought back in. So it's down to 5 now, 16k to go. There's no point really setting up a train and pushing for that, but in the final few kilometers we'll try to do something. But just towards the end, so we're going to speed up a little bit here as we push towards the end. 14k, 13k, 12. Breakaway nearly brought back in. There they are, and the full peloton is now back together with just 7k to go. Let's go ahead and get into a normal position here and set up whatever little train I want to go with. Now, I have essentially 2 groups here. I'm going to have somebody leading out but otherwise everybody's going to go 99, and we'll figure this out. Vashek's going to lead one group. I don't mind losing him, but I kind of want to keep just about everybody else in check. Iking's the other one. Really, that's just kind of that's my lead out group. So get a lead out from Iking, and you'll get a lead out from Vashek. Vashek, we're going to use your gel now. You're going to go forward. And we'll push you to, I don't know, 94? It's just 6k. Now, everybody else, tricky thing is I don't know who's going to be the weak link. Probably Mater? Barta. Barta's the weak link. So Barta's going to go first, and I don't necessarily care the order on these guys. Evenepoel and Kus are definitely the main contenders. And then Mater, and then Barta. And you're going to do your own little... You know what? Let's not do our own little thing. Why don't you just follow Just take the free toe.
5 kilometers remaining.
Alright, so Vashek getting into a good position here. 4.5k to go now, and let's beat him up. 97. It's 3.8k to go. Let's get Iking ready. We'll get everyone else ready at 3k. There we go. Select all. Use energy gel. Vashek's just about to run out, so yeah, that's okay. We'll get Iking ready to attack here in just a moment. Go 98. No, 99. Go 99. Go 99. Get your lead out. Get your lead out. 1.8k. He's in a good position here. Go ahead and do your own little sprint and pull. There we go. Sprint, sprint, sprint. It's selecting Vashek, which means I've got to kind of just chill on everybody else. Do this the hard... Oh, no, it did work. Okay, they're all set to sprint. Alright, the sprinter, right now sitting 5th wheel, but he's got 2 guys with a head of steam coming at him pretty hard. Jesus Herrada, Sabatini. Come on, go over the top. He'll get top 5 here, it looks like.
Well, nobody can dispute
Tosh
that.
van der Sande for the win. Bonifacio second. Ooms does manage to get fifth. Barta 7th. Mater. Simon Yates is here. He's in 10th. Sepp Kuss. Jesus Harada here. Skujins. Brambila. Evenepoel. Simon Yates instantly a favorite to win this thing, at least based on who's there in the top 20 on the stage. Harada certainly could contend for a top spot. Brambila could. A little late coming out from behind for that sprint, but still decent. Top 5 when I don't have a sprint team here and I don't have a sprinter here. On to stage 2. Right now I'm facing a very difficult challenge in that my team is facing a sponsor dilemma. First 4 races, all sponsor objectives, all really high demand from the sponsor, and all 4 races contain World Tour teams. Making it really difficult to meet those objectives. So far, we're 1 of 2. But to get a top 5 here is going to be a real challenge. Stage 2, though, 168 kilometers, completely flat again, so we're going to skip straight to the final few K. Final 20 kilometers here. We're going very fast towards the end because, once again, we're on a sprint stage without a sprinter present. So we're down to 10K here, and now as we roll into town, we'll slow down a little bit. 7K to go. There was the finish line, so we just went through it. So there's a big right-hander just before the finish line. 3K. Let's go ahead and form up whatever little sprint train I'm going to do with 3.5K to go, as we'll go around this block and then attack the finish. So Ooms is the guy, but it was going to be Evenepoel and Kuss at the back. It was Mater and Barta with them. Ooms to sprint, and then he's going to get a lead out from Iking, and then whatever little bit that Vasek can give him. And everybody right now is already close to the end. Let's just use everybody's gel all at once. Go ahead and focus in on the team, and Vasek, go ahead and give us a 96 here right away. And get out there. Go, 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 go. 98. He's a little bit late here. This saves a lot of energy for the guys, though. Okay, Iking, sprint. Everybody, sprint. Definitely didn't contest this one, but that's okay. Not worried about it. We're not here for the sprint. We're not going to win the sprint. Ooms is not going to get it. Bonifacio does, though, and it's an Italian 1, 2, 3, 4 here at Tour Colombia. And as far as I can tell, this is actually the first edition of the Tour Colombia. I had heard about it after Team Sky, now Team Ineos. After Chris Froome had some difficulties there, really struggled. I think the popularity of cycling in Colombia, due to a few really, really strong riders coming out of there in recent years, and very much a growth in the sport there, has led to their first major race here, Tour Colombia, that brought World Tour teams to it for, as far as I could tell, again, for the first time here in 2019. I don't think there was a Tour Colombia in last year's edition, but I'm not 100% certain, but I am a good 90-95% certain on that. 25 kilometers to the finish. We're going at times 4 speed as we approach the end on this one. And from a look at the profile, for the 3rd stage in a row, it is set for the sprinters. Again, if my sponsor objective wasn't a top 5 overall. I would absolutely have a sprint team here, but we are overlapping this race, as we're now inside 15 kilometers. We are overlapping this race with the Tour of Oman, and that one is a sprint stage win necessary. So 10K to go here, 10K to go.
While the pack is getting close to the finish line, everybody seems to agree that the stage will be won in a sprint.
7K to go. I think we'll kind of go back to normal here at 6K. And there you go, just over 5K to go. Let's go ahead and form up sprint train. You can see the group is a little more tired this time than on those previous stages, as the group has been working harder, the peloton. Unfortunately, Sepp Kuss, something going on with him, probably taken ill. Eiking, Vashek just hanging on. Vashek is pretty weak. Pretty weak. Use just his gel here initially and go 97. Where is he at?
5 kilometers remaining.
Oh gosh, he's back again. Where are you, Vashek? There you go. All right. 4 kilometers. Let's go to a 98 for you. Pull this group out. And actually, where is Eiking? Eiking still back here. So we need Vashek to last a little bit longer. So let's back off some. 96. There we go. Now Eiking getting into position. Everybody, use your gel. Eiking's gonna take over here in just a moment. We'll go 98. Vashek done. Eiking 99.
They're off. It's going to be very fast.
Do your sprint, Eiking. Pull Ooms along. There you go. Now everybody's gonna sprint. And we ride with Ooms as Ooms shoots out past him. Really good sprint from Ooms here, and he is going to get into the top 6 anyway, but he's just no sprinter, and he's not getting a good lead out. Bonifacio takes it again. Van der Sande in 3rd, Martinelli 4th, Ooms takes 6th, Reinen there in 8th, Harada 9th, Barta gets into the top 10 with Mader and Kuss up there as well. Tom Dumoulin is here, hadn't seen him. Nairo Quintana is here, and I'm supposed to get in the top 5 with those guys around. Nicola Conchi, who rides for me in the career mode of 2018. These guys are all stronger than anyone on my team, so it's that top 5 is going to be really difficult to pull off. My sponsor's going to hate me by the end of the month. A little over 100 kilometers to go in this race. And finally, here on stage number 4, it's going to come down to the climbers. 2 climbs, category 1, and we're already going uphill. You can see that there's pretty good elevation change to that climb. And then the final one is crazy, crazy steep. We've actually been on this race profile once already here. But here we go, and here's the first kind of serious uphill right now already. And I put Mader in the breakaway because you never know. You never know when the breakaway is going to be it, and then Mader becomes that guy. And he is just strong enough to be a bit of a contender. I'd love to have him supporting the group, but considering that virtually everybody back there is at least somewhat capable as a climber, I figured, why not? Why not give it a shot and see if Gino Mader, and looking at the young rider classification, he's the only one from this group that's on the time, but I'm sure others are as well. But Rabic, Stussy, Solano, Peters, not big names, but pace has really picked up all of a sudden. Even though we're still not quite at that halfway point, but 92 kilometers to go in this one. And as the elevation changes, so too seems to change our attack pace. Mater almost got dropped from this group early on, but things backed off back in the field, so he was able to back off. I just recently got water for everyone, so they're good on that front. But I do need to go back here for a second and step up our pace just in case, especially when I'm focusing on action up here with Mater. Group's backed off a little bit, so let's back off. Now we've hit the halfway. And this is where things are going to start to get interesting. Now Mater, maybe we attack this climb at the top if he has the chance to go for the points. But the guy wearing the jersey is here in the group, so we know that he'll go for it. Rabbich. And let me see, Rabbich, yeah, he's a pretty good climber. But Mater is not bad himself, so we'll see. It's 10 kilometers to the top here.
The pack is increasing its work rate.
Ooh, hello. They've caught up to us. I did not see that. They've just about caught up to us. So Mater, if he's going to go, I'm going to have to go here way early. Or we just accept that they're going to catch us and rejoin the peloton. That's probably what we're going to end up doing. They really cut into our gap a lot here. A lot of guys are getting tired. Vashek is actually out of energy here. So this climb is really doing some damage to my team.
The pack is putting the squeeze on the breakaway. Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact
Mater
that there is a
hanging in
breakaway,
there.
given that the pack has increased
5K to the summit now. Goose is doing well at the front. Vanderpool is as well. Iking just about doing what he needs to do to protect Koos. Ooms is done. He's out. Vashek out, set them to auto. Iking is out, set him to auto. And now all of a sudden we're down to just 3 guys up here. Koos, by the way, it's headaches affecting Koos right now. They say he'll be fine, but let's go ahead and focus on Evenepoel then, just in case. And meanwhile, Barta just try to survive over the top. Mater, meanwhile, he's right at his edge with 2.8K to go, so he's going to get dropped here. Second of the riders to get dropped, one more just in front of him, Solano, and just like that, Mater's back in the peloton. And finally, one rider alone now at the front on his own, 1.7 from the top. Mountain Climber's jersey isn't going to affect that top 5 thing, so there's no real point attacking this, even though Sepulveda going for it. Koos. Oh, come on. Koos. It's right there at the top. Take some points. Couldn't help it. Couldn't help it. Go back to protecting. Mater goes out the back. Couldn't stay in the group. And just like that, we've got a peloton of 39 riders. It's going to be a while before much happens here. Hopefully they will recover a fair amount because there's not much of a downhill. 41, Mater is back. Mater is back. That is actually really good. You're going to go ahead and take over protection of Evenepoel. Ooh, Conchi, Demulon, Sam Oomen all in a crash. But we're back to 63 riders now, so a lot of riders coming back. Barta is back. Barta is going to protect Koos. Evenepoel already recovered with the help of Mater. So this is actually really good that we're back up to 4 guys. Hopefully we don't have a bunch of other riders coming back on. 6 are close. 17 a bit further back down the road. I'll go ahead and take the aerial view for a little bit here. 75 riders, so those 6 got back on. Now 92 riders as 17 joined back in. Little uphill by the river there.
He crashed off and he's not getting up. Oh, I hope it isn't too serious. There's a mass crash in the pack.
Oh boy, here we go. Here's the crash. Barta and Koos caught up in it. Ooms has caught them. They're not too far behind. Good chance that they'll get back on board. Yeah. So luckily, both guys are okay. Just a few bumps and bruises, and they'll get back up towards the front. And now we have Ooms, Eiking, and Vashek. Oh, most of the field is back in this thing. So let's go ahead and switch our strategy here. Barta, will we protect you? Or Mater, who's wasted a lot of energy? No, Mater's the better rider. Let's go ahead and protect Mater. So Eiking, take Mater. Barta's already on task. Ooms, take Evenipol. Vashek, go ahead and recover for a little bit. He won't be much use when we get to climb, but most of the field back together here. 128 riders now. Sad thing is this kind of just favors the best riders now, as they're going to have all that team support, all that quality around them. 27K to go to the finish. I need to get water. Vashek, you're the guy for that. Go get water. Should have done that a while ago, but I was a little distracted with the crash and the dwindling numbers in the field, and then all of a sudden everybody coming back together again. But we got the water, that's good. 16K to go. Coming up on the climb, so we'll go back to that regular view here in a moment. One last look at the aerial though. That's a very large group. There is not very many riders off the back at all. So this is just about everybody.
10 kilometers to the
now,
finish line.
10K to go. I could do this in one of two ways. I could try to just protect riders and one by one have them fall off. That's pretty much the standard way to go. Yeah, that's what we'll do. If I had a stronger team, I'd try to take the Team Sky, now Ineos, route and make your own train and one by one have them lead out, protecting all the others. And each rider going their pace. And it's tempting to do that because I've found that it can work. It really can work. It's not the standard method, but it can work. But I don't think I have the team strength for that. I have a group of climbers who can climb, and that's why it's tempting to do that. Because a lot of these guys are just going to get dropped early on. Well, and it's a way to use them. But we're not the strong team, so that's what you do when you're the strong team. Not when you're my team, the far inferior team compared to everybody else out there. Let's go ahead and get everyone set though to 92. Ashek's still on auto, that's fine, we'll just leave him there. Mater, why are you so far back? Can you move up a little bit before the climb?
5 kilometers to the finish line.
Wow, just 5K to go already. Okay, what I need right now is I need the guys that are on protection duty to use their gels. Ashek, go ahead and use yours as well. Mater's way too far down, so he's already out of position and pretty much useless for us, unfortunately. So now we've got fading, and Evenepoel and Koos are alone. Koos is out in front of Evenepoel, so let's go ahead and switch that. Koos doesn't have a lot of energy left, and it's 3K to go. Koos, go ahead and use your gel. Mater's still trying to come, but it's really hard position-wise. Evenepoel and Koos are in the right place to be. 3K to go. Evenepoel caught behind that rider. Go, Koos. How you doing, Koos? Koos, I don't see you. There you are. Koos somehow hanging on, but Evenepoel is going to need to attack this here really soon. Mater, use your gel now. You're not going to last much longer there. Alright, Evenepoel, use your gel. 2K. Oh, just hang on here. Just hang on. Don't attack. Yeah, he's going to fade. 1.6K. Let's go 99. Try to hang on. With Koos, they're kind of just keeping a decent position here. Yates running away with this. There's Quintana, Brambilla, Dumoulin. Told you those guys were going to be the big names. 1.1K.
This is so high that a few riders are going to be very sore at the end of the day.
Evenepoel is broken off. 3 riders at the front, 8 riders giving chase, and Evenepoel, if he can keep contact with them, he doesn't. He doesn't. Shoot. It's going to put him just outside of the top 10, and that's going to be a difficult place to get a top 5. The top 10, though, is better than nothing. Tom Dumoulin takes the win over Nairo Quintana. Brambilla third. Yates slips to 4th, even though he was out front. Too strong, too early, I suppose. Lambrecht 5th. Sosa 6th. Carapaz 7th. Sivakov 8th. We're going to just miss the top 10. We're going to be in 11th place here. Harada 9th. Alarcon. I think we can crack the top 10, but I don't think we're going to get... I mean, we're ahead of Kalmajan, Conchi. There's Koos coming across 14th. And that's right where those riders belong. I mean, Sam Uman is down in 20th. Chavez in 17th. Sander Army. Albacini. Those are good climbers. So, not bad. Not bad at all. But I didn't need a not bad performance. I needed an amazing performance that got us into the top 5. And we're in real trouble of reaching that mark now. Alright, so this is the Tour of Oman. I'm speeding through right now, but we have just over 60 kilometers left in this one. Renault needs to go get water one final time. There you go. The objective for this race is going to be a stage win. So I've got a team capable of that in more than one way, but the competition is yet again going to be super, super difficult for us as the teams that are here, Bora Hansgrohe with Peter Sagan and Bookman and Gross-Schartner. You've got, wow, quick step, only 3 riders. How'd that happen? Casper Asgreen, Senedek Stibar, and Yves Lampard. I mean, that's 3 really good riders, but it's only 3 riders. Nibali here for Bahrain Merida, Sepp Van Mark for EF Education First, and Uran and Van Garderen. Castro Viejo for Ineos. Diego Rosa, Ian Stannard. You got Van Barl, Izaguirre, Jan Izaguirre for Astana. Gorka is here as well, his brother, Diego Ulisi for UAE. I mean, it's insane the quality here. My sprinter from the 2018 career mode, C Spull, is here. Hershey. Oh my goodness, Ben King. It's how am I supposed to get a stage win on this one? 25k to go now. 25k left. So we're gonna get ourselves set up for a sprint here relatively soon, but let's bring in a few more kilometers towards home. Let's also step up the ability to make sure we keep pace with everyone as we go into the 20k to go banner. 18 now, 17. I think we'll form up at about 16. There we go. Back down to the road. And we'll see what we have for a team for this one. Like I said, it is a mix, as you have, we'll go from front to back here. McNulty, definitely for the overall. Logan Owen, a little bit of both. Narvaez, overall, and a little bit of both, as he's got some acceleration at least. Ermino, definitely lead out man. That's our domestique. Brian, one of our sprinters. Banishek, one of our sprinters, and Cantor, our sprinter. So you can see we've got some guys that cross in between, and then we've got the guys that are going to fight for the overall and maybe get a stage that way. Not happening. And the sprint, not happening, but we'll try. We will try. Yes, we will. It'll be glorious. No? Okay. Well, I know it's Cantor and Banishek and Brian. So that's the sprint group. And then Ermino, definitely lead out guy. McNulty is the hopeful for the overall. Narvaez, maybe. Logan Owen, not quite as much. So we'll take them to the back. So Narvaez, follow Cantor, get that free toe. Owen, like I said, not so much. So we'll put him into the lead out group. And Ermino will go first. We'll go effort up. Use his gel right away, and we'll go a 94 with Ermino. This might be a little early for that still, so maybe we'll just ride easy 89, 88. Just try to get kind of into place. Seth Van Mark caught in a crash. That could be a little dangerous, a little late for that.
Look out, he's breaking away.
There's Van Garderen, the last of the breakaways to be caught. I think he'll be in the early climbers jersey. I don't know if he'll have, well, he won't have sprint jersey because whoever wins the sprint will have that. Now we're coming up on 10k to go, so Ermino's going to start to push a little bit harder here. Let's see, sprinter, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys for that lead out.
The teammates of the main sprinters are not handing out
I have
tickets
to
for a
get to,
breakaway,
what,
so the stage will
3,
end up in a mess.
5, 7k, and that's what we're coming up on now. Owen, get him ready to go. Okay, this will bring us out front. We're already down to 5k. 5k banner, so 98. Get Banishek ready. 99, we're down to 4.5k, and we're in a good position at this point for that potential quality lead out. There we go. Under 3k, and I'm on Banishek. Hold on. Banishek. Should I start sprinting? Not yet. 2k. There you go. Banishek pushing. You gotta pull, come on. I think Cantor's losing the wheel a little bit. Brian's still in a good place. 1.1k. He'll pull. There you go. Now it's everybody's sprint. Ride with Cantor. Cantor comes over the top. Oh, Cantor's stuck! Oh, if he could have come through, he might have taken it. Ah, so close. Barbin takes it. Gibbons. Stibar. Cantor gets a top 5 at least. Over Peter Sagan. So close. Oh, I thought he had the gap. I thought he had the gap to go between Brian and whoever that was. I thought he had enough space. Couldn't fit in between it. You see he bobbed and tried to body and muscle, and Brian was just in the way. If I had Brian in control at that moment, I would have squeezed him out of the way, but you don't know in that moment that that's about to happen. Still managed to get the top 5. Cantor so close to maybe getting a top 3. That at least is a better evaluation. Top 5, though, is at least a somewhat okay evaluation on not getting your goal. That stage win's going to be so hard to get. He was so close. Alright, well, we're going to get stage 5, I think, out of Tour Colombia into this episode. But then we'll have the rest of Oman with quite a few stages still to go in that one. And then one more stage for Tour Colombia. And you can see this one, it's a hill stage. We'll pick up from, I think, about the midpoint. 60K to go. Breakaway group of 9 riders have 2 minutes over the field. Most of the field is all together, but we are hitting the biggest climb of the day here in just a moment. And Vashek, who is supposed to be bringing water back to the group, actually has not made it, and he's run out of energy right there. It's right there. So close, but I don't think he's going to make it up there. So after the climb, or at the top of the climb, I'm going to end up having to send somebody else back to get water, as Vashek did not complete the task. He had a really long time, too. I mean, he had a good 20 kilometers to get there. And while he is so close, I think the steepness of this hill right now, he's going to just drop backwards. And he's got no energy left. Yeah. Away he goes.
The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly...
Oh, he's just now getting water? What the heck? Wow, he's dropped. He's on his own now. Anybody else hanging in there? Ooms is pretty tired. We'll see. Where is Ooms? He might make it over the top. I'll need to send somebody else to get that water. That actually put a Venipole on his own. Mater, protect him, please. Thank you.
There we go. That's 2/3 of the race behind us.
Ooms, who are you supposed to be protecting?
And some riders are exploiting this opportunity to attack.
Koos. That's not happening. He's fading right now. He's going to go out the back here in just a second. 98 riders, but definitely see a big group stringing off the back. 7 right now, but there's a good 20 more that are about to get dropped. Iking out of energy, but he's made it. Let's send Barta to get the water.
Oh, the list of those left behind goes on rising.
Iking starting to recover a little bit, making his way back forward. Yeah, Ooms well dropped. 83 riders have made it through. Uh-oh. You guys just got dropped to get water. Iking was the one protecting you. And you guys just fell behind. Iking, if you can at least just get him back up there. You guys have your water now. Maybe he can remake contact. It's technically back in the peloton right now. I don't care if Iking gets dropped here. That is okay. It'll give me 4 guys for that final grouping of climbs. But Barta is struggling at the moment to get up there. Ah, he made it. He made it. Good. Okay. So let's slow this down for a second. Iking. Set you to auto for a little bit. And you're going to protect Kus now, Barta. Hiking. So let's just let you ride. See if you can recover. I don't think you will. Go ahead and take an aerial look here. So we have 81 riders in the peloton. There are still 7 riders off the front, but it's only about a minute to the front too, with 5 caught in no man's land in between. We are going to have some climbing to do the rest of the way. It's not serious steep. I mean, this is very much hill stuff from here the rest of the way. I'll definitely have my 4 guys there. Hiking himself is actually recovering, but I don't think he'll stick around. Barta, I think at some point may get dropped, so this will not be 81 riders to the end, but I think a good 30 or 40, maybe even 50 or 60 will hang in there as we have 20 kilometers to go now. I'm going to go ahead and go back to our safer, secure view here for the group, and pace-wise, hiking starting to struggle. Set these guys to a 92. And we're going to see these numbers drop away pretty quick if the pace goes up. Right now, there's not that much pace in the group, but you can see Iking, yeah, he's definitely going backwards. We're down to 2 riders away. Ooh, even Barta is struggling now. So we're down to Mater, Evenepoel, and Kus. Mater protecting Evenepoel, that's where I want him. 56 riders, it's shrinking quick. Okay, Mater is done. Let's go ahead and put Kus now on protecting Evenepoel. So these guys to auto as they get dropped. 56 riders, but they're still classified in it. This is going to be a lot smaller than I expected, if this group has separation anyway. And they do. Now it's 38 riders. And Mater getting dropped. Now it's 31 riders, and this group is going to get smaller. Now I'm not attacking here, I'm just at the front. It's Fellini who is doing the work at the moment. And we just have a good strong position here. Kus, not much energy left for him. Go ahead and use your gel, Kus. Try to hang in because it's going to flatten out a bit over the top. By the way, Evenepoel, you can see, actually is 10th place. We finished 11th on that last stage, but one of those riders who was up there at the front had lost time previously. 27 riders left in the peloton here. It is still all uphill to the finish, but the degree is much, much less than what it was. Kus hanging on. 11K to go. That was a categorized climb we just went through. I suppose I could have or should have attacked that, but didn't think about it. Kus was the one who picked up points earlier. I wonder, did he get any there? Yeah, he got 4 points. Four points puts him level with Quintana, actually, for the jersey. Dang. I should have thought about that beforehand. I don't know who took the category 1, though, but that was only, what, 10 points? Alright, 6 kilometers to the finish. And it is all uphill. It's going to be a bunch sprint, though, 28 riders, and I am not a sprinter, but Evenepoel is looking pretty strong here. There could be some attacks, though, as it is uphill. Use your gel now. I think those attacks are coming. They are. You can see the group starting to posture for position. It's going to use up Kus, but at least Evenepoel will stay strong here. At an 88, he's in a good position. 1.5 kilometers. Here come the attacks. 25 riders now, 24 riders. Now we sprint. He'll be in the bunch sprint, so he's not losing any time. Fabio Fellini takes the win over Simon Yates, Bjorg Lambrecht, Sivakov, Evenepoel in the top 20. That'll keep him in the top 10 overall as he's on same time. Kuss is going to lose a little bit of time, but he did his job. He got Evenepoel there over the line with the group. That's what we needed. Let's go ahead and check in on the overall standings. With one stage left to go, I would imagine there should be no change. I would think all of those riders that were there at the finish are all going to have been there here as well. Shouldn't be any time gaps. And the few guys that lost time only lost a little, so the last stage really decided things, not this stage. Yeah, same time. Kuss, though, loses 36 seconds, so Evenepoel stays in 10th. Kuss does drop down the order a little bit to 21st. His 26 seconds, you can see, bumped him from, I think it was 13th. And it's Fellini who actually takes over that spot. But there you go. 10th, still not bad. Simon Yates moves up from 4th to 3rd. Kuss level on points with Gogard and Quintana. Rabbit just 2 points down. Dumoulin 4 points down. So we might have to send Kuss into the breakaway group on the next stage to try to go for the jersey. We're up to 9th place on the team competition. A little higher than where we were. That's good. That's something. But we're still at that ultimately failing the objective because the objective was a top 5, not a top 10. But at least it would be a minor failure. We just got to hang on to that 10th place with one stage to go. Oman, I don't know how we're going to get a stage win or even really close to one. We got a top 5, but stage 6, what does it look like? Oh, holy cow. Okay, stage 6. That's a mountain. That's a big mountain. Oh, I thought maybe it was a sprint stage on the final stage. No, it's not. I need Kuss in the field. I need Kuss to protect. We're not going for that mountain climber's jersey at all. Yeah, so we're going to be starting off that next episode with a big one, at least for the final stage in Colombia. I think we'll have Tour of Oman stage 2 to do first. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my Road to the Record. Bye for now.